guys have seen the brand new Netflix TV show called Wednesday that everybody's talking about. Wait guys, I'm getting a call from Wednesday Addams. Wednesday Addams.
How to make Wednesday characters in Roblox.
We're gonna be reacting to Wednesday Addams getting stabbed. Wednesday Addams, I am literally a boy. I could beat you up easily. We're gonna be reacting to Wednesday Addams.
This is actually insane. I'm actually getting a call from Jenna Ortega.
I'm going to call Wednesday Addams, aka Jenna Ortega. I actually was able to get Wednesday Addams' number.
She's dancing.
Wednesday Addams! Oh my gosh, Wednesday Addams!
Right, I know what we're doing today then. Today I thought I'd pay homage to all the girls adopting their Wednesday personalities by doing what I do best. That's a lie. And turning it into a video game. In a week. So first off, I tried to make a 3D model of the character. Now since I'm about as good at 3D modelling as a blindfolded monkey, I just went to Sketchfab to look for one. Now, some were better than others. And I eventually found one I was happy with, but there was a problem. It wasn't rigged. Fuck's sake. Now, I know when I say rigged without any context, all sorts of ideas will be floating in your mind. Firstly, pack it in. Secondly, rigging a character does not mean that. Well, unless you work for Blizzard, in which case. It basically means giving it a skeleton so it can actually be animated. Luckily, I found this software called AccuRig that automatically does it for you. Now, while that was installing, I figured I'd try and find some blueprints for the map. Now, I was hoping for a floor plan, or maybe even a 3D model, but nope. The best I could get was a set of leaked concept art, hand-drawn, months prior, destroyed by digital compression. Anyway, the software was ready to go, and after a few minutes of processing, we had a fully skeletal character. Or so I thought. So after importing it, and holy fuck! So after importing it and resizing it, it still didn't have a walk animation for whatever reason. Look, I'd love to sit here and say I know how to fix it, but honestly, animation is still new to me, so just kind of left it. Okay, so character aside, it was now time to focus on the main event, the map. And so, after I slapped the PNG from Reddit onto a cube and scaled it appropriately, we were ready to make an outline. Okay, so 17 hours later, we now have an outline. Only issue is, this is the most complicated shit to read ever, and I think the image might actually be warped. Fuck's sake. So, this isn't looking good. I'll have a think on what to do and start over tomorrow. Now, after racking my brain for alternative solutions, I figured I'd give OpenStreetMap a shot. Now, if you don't know what OpenStreetMap is, it's basically Google Maps, but you can download 3D models of buildings for free. And I was hoping that travelling to the real-life location, which I now know to be Cantacuzino Castle in Romania, would hopefully yield some promising results. It then exported the data in an unreadable file type, and trying to get a converter proved a challenge of its own. So at this point, I knew I needed a 3D model of the building. I just didn't know how to get it. And then I had a small stroke of genius. Now, you're gonna call me crazy, but Minecraft map. I know for a fact there are converters out there that could have turned it into a 3D model from a Minecraft map. I mean, it seemed perfect. And would you look at that, there's one there as well, a really good one by the looks. Oh, no download. Fuck. So the next day, after hours of scouring the deepest depths of the internet to try and find some semblance of hope, I finally found some. A random YouTube video of someone rebuilding it in The Sims. That's right, everyone. I've resorted to watching Sims YouTubers. Now, after watching the video, I looked everywhere I could in the description, but couldn't find a download or even a marketplace link. Anyway, I had another stroke of genius and devised a plan. Now, if you thought the Minecraft idea was crazy, you've heard nothing, because this really is crazy. So first, I would download the video. Standard job. I've done it a bunch of times for green screens and Danny video. I mean, other stuff. Next, I would cut that video up into the parts that show the outside of the building. Again, pretty standard stuff. After that, I would export it frame by frame. Now, I figured this out by accident, but if you select to export something as a GIF in Premiere Pro, it actually just exports the individual frames. So I did just that. And over 5,500 pictures later, I now had a full folder of potential 3D models. So now I had to do the hard part, which was turn those images into a usable 3D model. Now, this wasn't the first time I'd attempted such a feat. In fact, I have a video where I tried it here. The only difference is that I used 200 pictures for reference there. This one has over 5,000, and time was already not on my side. But I figured I'd try my luck anyway, and sure enough, 24 hours later, it didn't work. So after I tried a bunch of different softwares and techniques, I'd wasted 2 days now and was no closer than I was on day 1. But then I had an idea on how to cut down the frame amount without compromising quality, so I cut out every other frame until I got the count down to about 130, and after about an hour, it works perfectly fine. I then imported it, and ignoring the back, it was pretty high quality. So I knew I had no time to lose and instantly started making the outline and 3D model finished. Now it was just time to texture it. Look, here's the textured version. Anyway, after I had the basic outline, I then needed to detail it. And when I say I took inspiration from basically anything I could, I mean anything. Leaked concept drawings, Google Earth, 3D art, Minecraft, stills from the show itself, another Sims video which I somehow found, which also showed it being built differently, and I don't even want to think about that. The final day was here, and I started adding details and pillars and windows, and when I did the final playtest, I realised there was still no animation!